For years, Britney Spears fought to escape the conservatorship controlling her career, money, and even personal life. When a judge ended it in 2021, the world cheered. Fans waved #FreeBritney signs, celebs tweeted support, and it felt like a fairy tale ending. 3 years later, things look less magical. Instead of peace and healing, Britney's post-conservatorship life has been chaotic. Bizarre Instagram posts, awkward public moments, and whispers of turmoil. Some fans who fought for her freedom now quietly wonder, is Britney okay? Let's unpack why her happily ever after hasn't gone as planned. Instagram, a window into chaos or just quirky Britney? Britney's Instagram used to be a fun place for throwback pics and lighthearted updates. Now it's often a rabbit hole of cryptic captions, endless dancing videos, and sudden post deletions that leave followers scratching their heads. Scroll her feed and you'll see her twirling in her living room in crop tops and low-rise shorts. Very 2002 energy, staring into the camera with an intensity that ranges from artistic to unsettling. Posts appear, disappear, and reappear with identical captions. Sometimes the captions themselves feel off, vague statements, random emojis, or messages that seem to be talking to someone rather than to her fans. To outsiders, it may look like harmless eccentricity, but longtime fans say the repetition and erratic posting patterns feel like red flags. Is she trolling? Is it performance art? Or is something deeper going on? Britney insists it's just her way of expressing herself, but not everyone is convinced. And then came the swords. Yes, swords. The sword dancing saga and why it freaked everyone out. One of Britney's most viral and controversial Instagram moments was a video where she danced around her kitchen, wielding 2 giant swords like a medieval warrior princess. The clip was meant to be playful, but it didn't exactly land that way. Viewers panicked. The movements looked erratic, the swords real, and Britney's dogs were seen skittering nervously in the background. So concerned were some viewers that animal welfare authorities reportedly got involved. Britney later claimed the swords were props, but the vibe was less stage show and more, don't try this at home. It left fans rattled and wondering who, if anyone, was looking out for her. When viral fame meets vulnerability, social media oddities are one thing, real-world incidents are harder to dismiss. One particularly worrying moment came when Britney was spotted at a Los Angeles restaurant appearing visibly distressed. Witnesses described her as talking to herself, mumbling, and hiding her face while strangers filmed on their phones. Her then-husband, Sam Asghari, reportedly stormed out mid-meal, leaving her behind. For anyone who remembers the relentless paparazzi circus of 2007, the shaved head, the umbrella versus SUV showdown, this felt hauntingly familiar. Except now, there's no conservatorship, no court-appointed team. Britney's on her own. The Sam Asghari divorce. Britney's marriage to fitness trainer and model Sam Asghari was supposed to be her fresh start. The couple met in 2016, got engaged in 2021, and married in a fairy tale ceremony in 2022. But by mid-2023, the fairy tale unraveled. Reports of violent fights and cheating accusations spilled into tabloids. One story claimed Britney had lashed out at Sam in her sleep. Another described explosive arguments that left both parties frustrated and distant. Divorce followed swiftly, and Sam, once hailed as a stabilizing force in her life, was gone. Fans were left heartbroken. Britney had fought to be free, found love, and then seemed to lose her anchor just as the world expected her to rebuild. The millionaire who might not stay won. Another layer of concern, Britney's finances. After decades of sold-out tours, Vegas residencies, and hit albums, she's worth tens of millions. But insiders whisper that she's spending fast. Lavish vacations, impulsive shopping sprees, and little structure to keep her on track. During her conservatorship, her father and legal team tightly controlled her money. Too tightly, some argue. Now, with total freedom, Britney reportedly has no formal financial advisors or long-term plan. Some fear her fortune could dwindle within a decade if the spending continues unchecked. That's speculation, of course, but it adds an uncomfortable what-if to the conversation. Echoes of 2007. Are we watching history repeat? The parallels to Britney's infamous 2007 breakdown are hard to ignore. Back then, she was exhausted, hounded by paparazzi, and battling private struggles. Her public unraveling, shaving her head, attacking a photographer's car with an umbrella, led to multiple psychiatric holds and ultimately the 13-year conservatorship. Many fans who fought to end that arrangement believed Britney had been exploited and silenced. But now, some wonder if the pendulum swung too far. Did the system fail her again by setting her free without meaningful mental health support? Could she have benefited from some kind of balanced guardianship, not control, but structure and care? It's a thorny question, especially for fans who see freedom as non-negotiable. But the reality is clear. Independence doesn't automatically heal trauma. A fragile mix. It's easy to forget how much Britney has endured. She was thrust into stardom as a teenager, scrutinized through every relationship and mistake, and vilified during her most vulnerable moments. Add years of legal battles, family betrayal, and public mockery, and it's no wonder her trust in people, and maybe even in herself, is fragile. Healing from that kind of trauma takes time, privacy, therapy, and supportive relationships. Britney, however, lives under a global microscope. Every move she makes becomes a headline. Every Instagram video gets dissected. Every stumble becomes a meme. For someone already navigating mental health challenges, that's brutal. The internet's role, concern, or voyeurism? Fans genuinely want Britney to be okay, but the line between concern and voyeurism gets blurry. Some followers analyze her Instagram posts frame by frame, searching for hidden "help me" messages. Others share conspiracy theories that she's not running her own account. While some of this comes from love, it can also fuel paranoia and public pressure. Imagine trying to recover from trauma while millions of strangers debate whether you're safe, sane, or secretly captive. It's a lot. So, is Britney actually okay? That's the million-dollar question, and the honest answer is, nobody outside her inner circle truly knows. Instagram clips and paparazzi photos are a distorted lens. Divorce rumors and financial gossip are often exaggerated for clicks. But it's clear Britney's life hasn't been smooth sailing since regaining her autonomy. She appears isolated. Her marriage ended abruptly. She's made erratic public appearances, and she doesn't seem to have a trusted team keeping her grounded. Add possible mental health struggles, and the picture becomes concerning. That doesn't mean she's doomed. Britney's also shown resilience before, surviving public humiliation, rebuilding her career, and fighting for her legal rights. She's creative, resourceful, and beloved by millions. But she may need real, compassionate support that respects her autonomy without leaving her totally alone. Freedom is complicated. The hashtag Free Britney movement was powerful and necessary. Her conservatorship had long outlived any legitimate purpose and arguably became abusive. Ending it was justice. But freedom after years of control is messy. Healing from trauma is messy. Rebuilding trust when the whole world has been watching and sometimes laughing is really messy. Britney's story reminds us that liberation is just the first step. What comes next matters just as much. For now, fans can root for her, hope she's getting help behind the scenes, and maybe remember she's a human being, not a reality show character. As catchy as "Gimme More" is, what Britney probably needs most isn't more attention. It's understanding, privacy, and a safe space to heal. And that's where we'll leave it for now. If you found this breakdown interesting, hit that like and don't forget to subscribe. What do you think about Britney's situation? Is she thriving, struggling, or just living life her own way? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We love reading your takes. Thanks for watching, and until next time, stay curious, stay kind, and keep supporting the artists who've given us so many memories.